Ano yung sa'yo? Papel yung akin.
Wait lang, hindi ako makaisip. Wait!
What?
Wala pa nga! I was
Ano,
going to say
what do you mean
bato,
hindi
pero
ka hindi?
you're gonna think I'm cheating. You're gonna think I'm cheating.
No, I mean,
Because,
what? Wait, give me a minute. Bakit sinabi mong, wait, hindi ako makaisip? It's as if you were thinking ganun.
hindi nga ako, like, there was nothing on my mind. I forgot na nagbabato-bato-pik pala tayo.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh.
wait ulit.
So you're telling me na you are not actually doing the gestures?
Oh, wait, dapat ba?
Oh my God, I feel
I was doing
betrayed.
it mentally. I was doing it mentally.
I feel betrayed. Like, I looked so dumb, like waving my fingers in front of the monitor, going bato, peak.
No,
Oh my gosh,
I
I
was
feel
I
so
was
alone.
doing
I
it
feel so
mentally.
invalid. I feel invalidated.
I didn't realize gagawin pala dapat. And I
So,
didn't know you were doing it.
okay,
The 2 times we did it, it was a lie. It was both a lie.
it was a very one-sided bato peak.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this again.
Sige, okay.
Bato,
Bato,
peak.
pick, scissors.
Mine is paper.
Okay. So, I think you should go first.
They say a safe space can be a person or a place, but it can also be a podcast. Hi, this is the voice of Felix.
This is Marilyn. We are your hosts, and you are listening to the Youth Matters podcast.
Hi, Marilyn. How are you today?
I am doing well. I am somewhat thought-free right now. Like, I have no things on my mind. What about you? How have you been coping up these days?
I am actually doing quite well naman. So let's jump to the questions para sa podcast natin. So because since this is an introduction, I actually want to take our listeners down to memory lane on how this project came to be as it is. But first, I am really curious about one thing. How did you feel when we decided to have a podcast? Like, what did you feel at that time?
I think I felt like I was in the middle of like the fine line between excitement and emotionless. Like nasa fine line ako like yeah, the fine line between being emotionless and excitement. Pero I really think it was a good idea because we have been conducting webinars and it's getting kind of boring, getting old, di ba? Ganyan. And, having the
Pero
idea of a
grabe, pero
podcast
no
sounds
hate naman.
refreshing.
No
Yeah, of
hate
course, no
naman
hate.
towards our fellow peers who
Of
also
course.
conducted their
Yes,
webinars.
of course.
So,
Hala, I forgot. Pero I was actually referring to to web school webinars. No, I shouldn't say that. Let's cut that out.
actually, we won't. I won't cut that out.
Okay, then. Delikado. Charot. Let's not promote negativity. Pero yes, in a way, I mean, let's face it naman. It's getting old. I mean, the webinars na yung sa school, like mga orientations or what? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to save myself, but I feel like I'm only digging up my grave. Let's stop.
Well, let's stop. Pero I actually wanted to add na that was actually one of the reasons why we decided to have a podcast. Like in the first place, we said now we wanted to start breaking conventions. Like that was one of the foundations for this project, to consciously break conventions. Tapos, kasi we did mention this, di ba? We keep saying this during the meeting na now webinars are one-time thing. That's why we decided to have a podcast, which will be available for the youth to listen to, like anytime, anywhere, for free.
Yes, and that's a good thing because when webinars you usually have attendance, and sometimes it gets really frustrating when you can't attend even if you really wanted to. And podcasts are really available and accessible anytime. And get this, we are going to upload on more than 3 social media accounts. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So
Catch
we have
us on
choices.
uh-huh.
Yes. You
Catch
can
us on
promote. You can do the
Instagram.
promoting.
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing. We will be available on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Instagram, and our Facebook. You can check the links in our Facebook page. It's available there.
You really don't have any excuses not to subscribe and listen because we have uploaded on almost every social media. So please, you have no reason not to listen.
Pero it sounds
You
like
have
we
no
are
reason.
forcing them to listen. Pero,
Charot, we're not. Charot lang. Pero
yes,
like,
yes.
if ever you have that thought, charot. Joke. Okay, so I think at this portion, we will try to break the ice. And in a way, you will get to know us, your host, since you will be listening with us. I mean, listening to us for 5 consecutive times. For yes,
Episode.
5 episodes. 5 episodes.
You won't
Yes.
get tired of us, I hope.
Yeah. We hope not. So yes. Let's break the ice and get to know us.
Mhm.
So let me throw the first question.
Yes, sure.
As a student,
Yes.
Felix,
Mhm.
what is one thing that made you the proudest during your first year in college? Since, it's a different thing from high school. So what's that something that you
Well,
are most proud of in
since we are
college?
talking about first, I'm gonna talk about first Sam, like one of the as a first year college student beginning in the middle of a pandemic through online classes, like all our classes were conducted virtually. One of the proudest thing talaga is surviving first Sam. I think that's it really. Because we can't say the same for most of the students these days. Kasi, we have different issues naman.
And I think that's already enough, diba? Like, that achievement alone can suffice, or it is already something to be proud of, because not
Of course.
everyone sometimes could crawl their way through, diba? Through
Mm.
the first sem, it's already hard.
Mhm.
Looking back at our experience during the first sem, I think it was really frustrating, and we were somewhat in shock because there
Yes.
are a lot of things introduced to us, and
Yes, very.
but like when we reach the second sem,
We
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 have
sort of got the hang of
somehow,
it.
yeah, and we're too much, actually. We're getting too much the hang of it.
Yes. We are getting too used to having this. So what about you, Marilyn?
Yeah.
Can you say the same? Now, what is one of your proudest moments as a first year college student?
Actually, I have a different answer, but since you said that, I think I could count that as one of the most proudest thing I have achieved.
Mhm.
But yeah, other than that, of course, I think being able to find myself again, I guess, because I really thought I was a certain person. Like, I thought I was shy or something, but I was actually just anxious. And if I got if I get past that anxious space, or that anxious space or
Mhm.
area, I'm not shy. Like, that wasn't actually me. I'm not actually shy. I
Uh-huh.
was just covered with, anxiety and
Insecurity.
doubts. But I I used to be not that. I used to be a
Mhm.
confident person who's like super giddy
Super
and
outgoing, so
yeah,
to
not
say.
really
So to speak.
outgoing, but like, in a way, yeah, okay,
Mhm.
you can say that. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
in a way,
So
outgoing.
yeah, so
So
since
yeah,
we're
I
breaking the ice,
somewhat found myself. Yeah.
So since we're breaking the ice, it is really good that we are able to talk about these things because what we really want to project to our listeners is that we are not, you know, we are not trying to establish like a different personality. We're just trying to be who we are in this podcast. Like we are
Yes.
relatable. We are also a member of the youth community and we want to do all that we can to empower the youth. And since we are talking about the project, I would like to add in, before we forget it, this is a project under CWTS, a
Mm-hmm.
collaboration of AB English 1A and BSAM 1A. So, Marilyn,
Yeah.
among the topics, what are you looking forward to for this podcast?
I am actually looking forward to hearing other stories. So since I don't want to spoil our program, but there is one portion of our of each episode that I am looking forward to, which is well, let me generalize that we are going to listen to different stories of, it may either be yours or a guest or someone else, because since every stories are unique, they are unique in different ways. They may be similar, but like there are nooks and crannies you have to dig to see something different from the stories that we can relate to, diba? What about you?
Actually, it's the same. I am really looking forward to hearing from the youth community, from our guest speakers, and what they have to say about this particular topic regarding the youth in this age of information. Kasi di ba, parang we really see parang just the hype of the elections. You can really see, you really saw a lot of youth movement, unlike we've seen before. So it was really something that, we really strive to prove in this podcast, to show that the youth does matter.
Yes, I would also like to add that I am looking forward to see how this podcast will impact many people. Because when we started, I mean, before we even started, when we were still sending out entries and forms, they are very engaging. Like they are hooked. We haven't started yet, but they are hooked. That they are also looking forward to this, because I have shared the podcast to my friends and they were all hyped up. Like they were really into it, And
it was actually the same for me.
I felt excited. I felt hopeful.
Proud. Yes.
Also proud that, we haven't done the first step yet, but we are already doing something, that we are already empowering them and representing them.
Yes. And so if you want to be part of our journey towards youth empowerment, catch us on May 27th. We will be releasing all our episodes. You can tune in our Facebook account, Youth Matters Podcast, or our Instagram account, which is podcast that Youth Matters. So thank you very much, Marilyn. Parang I am actually very excited.
Yes, I am too. I am looking forward to see through the lenses of many people for the following episodes. Yes, thank you for being with me too.
Yes. So once again, this is Felix, and we are very much looking forward to having you in our podcast.
Yes, that was my partner, and I am Marilyn. Please remember my voice. But yes, we are really excited for you to share this with you, because we made this for you, the youth.
Yes.
Once again, this is Youth Matters Podcast.
Don't forget that you matter.